The sentiment this week has been extremely bearish because of a lot of the midday offerings and after-hour offerings. We had FCEL from last week, NVAX from Tuesday, and now we have NTRP and NNVC today. So, it's not great for the long, so that's why when I'm loaning, I'm always really quick to sell and just scalp, basically. And let's talk about the first trade on the day. It was actually FCEL. So this stock actually announced earnings pre-market, and it was horrible earnings. So that's why the stock dropped from $3 all the way to $2.30s, and then, the low was $2 right here, $2. But if you look at the daily chart, $2, there's a lot of support around here, right? If you don't look at the trading day info today, you see a lot of support these few days and over here and then right here. That's where all the wicks are. When you see wicks, it means that there's people buying it. There's big buyers buying all the dips and anticipating a huge run up. So that's why I was actually bullish on FCEL really early on. Remember, the stock dropped from $3 to $2, right? This is one of those cold stocks where every time it gaps up, there's a lot of people piling on short. So when a stock drops from $3 to $2 within 20 minutes and opens up gapping down, what do you think is going to happen, right? The shorts have to buy to cover, and the stock triggers SSR, and that's why a lot of times we get these epic bounces. And this is a cheap stock, and the volume is extremely thick. 6 million shares traded in the first 3 minutes. You can use any size you want to. So that's the plan on this FCEL, right? They have bad earnings, but we want to long the front side, risking $2. $2 daily support level, and we can see some really nice bounce on this play. And that's where I started in smaller size pre-market. This is right before the market opens. I can see that it was heavy on the tape. It was already really heavy and a lot of selling, and that's why I want to leave room to add, risking $2. And I started in here and I got some more here. Added to full size, I was selling into the push, right? The first sell was 227s, but I was holding majority, selling into the major resistance pre-market area around 237s, and up here 243 was the best sell, I think. I didn't top tick, of course. I never top tick. You guys know that. I just know my risk reward and was selling into the pushes and taking advantage of this liquidity and this volume push at the open. And I was done for this trade. The other trade we saw earlier, NTRP. So this one, they did end of the day offering, and that just crashed your stock from 270 all the way to 150. And that's why you don't want to outstay your welcome on these kind of sketchy penny stocks that came from Pennyland. If you can see the stock, it was trading around like 90 cents 2 weeks ago and above $1 a couple of days ago, and now today squeezed all the way to $4. Really nasty manipulation on these kind of small cap stocks. So if you can't take the risk, then just don't trade it, or you can trade like me, long on the dips and sell it into the rips. Never outstay your welcome. I could say, oh, I sold too soon, 340s. I could have held to 380s, which on the daily, you can't see it here, but on the daily, 380, 370 area is where the 200 SMA is around here, so it kind of lines up. But, if I had sold up there, I would have been really happy. But I'm happy I nailed and bailed and never went back. When you outstay your welcome, this is the kind of, shenanigans that can happen late day on these kind of sketchy penny stocks. So the top watch for me this morning was actually this mid-cap stock, SPCE. This is a $3 billion market cap company. You can see on the daily chart, we've been going straight up from $11 all the way to $20. And today is the first morning where we gap down pre-market. So I'm looking to actually long this stock. And you can see the plan written out before the market opened and before we enter the trade that I have a plan written out every single morning. I'm looking for $17.60 to $17 for a dip buy. Why? Because this is a mid-cap company, right? When they bounce, they usually give you a very nice $1, sometimes even $2 bounce. I got long here and added to full size down here. Remember, 1760s. That's the area I planned for, and that's the area I was watching, right? 1760s and 1820 was the trigger. So I started in here and added to full size and started selling some just on the push and selling some even more, and the final sell was all out at $19. So that's a nice $1 $1.40 bounce on the whole position. And when you're playing out your trade and waited for your entry, that's all you need. You only need one trade to make your day. And by the way, this is a mid-cap company, so I trade more than just penny stocks. I trade whatever the opportunity gives me. Some days the penny stocks are going to be better, and some other days the mid-caps and large caps are going to be better. Anyways, so that's the biggest winner on the day. And some of the smaller winners, which I never added to full size, by the way, NNVC. I scalped this one short near the end of the day after this on-hold downwards. I was not involved in it altogether at all, long or short on the front side. I got some short here. TradeZero didn't have many shorts available. I think I only got a starter size. I started in here, short, covered some on the wash just to pay myself a little bit, and added some more here on this weak bounce and covered some more here. And I was looking for a flush breaking beneath $5 and hold beneath it, but this wick got me really a little bit concerned about holding it for a bigger move downwards. I feel like they're trying to hold it up for something else tomorrow, right? This is also the news of the Chinese virus, even though they announced offering a couple days ago at $3. So the whole thing, I just want to be more cautious on this. You can see this gap down from $14 all the way to $3 after the ATM offering. So I was still, even though I was short, I want to be cautious. So I just got all my rest of my position here. So small size short, a nice decent profit, nail and bail. I didn't want to hold overnight or anything. CODX, this is still a nice short, even though I never added to full size because I was distracted by SPCE. I started in short here, 315s area, and I was covering into the first watch, just partial size, scaling out and leaving me room if it does bounce and retest $3, and that's where I would add. Never got that bounce because it was extremely weak. Dumped from 280s at the open all the way to $2. That's 80 cents right there. So I covered some more here, covered them more, and after this I only have a quarter size left. In hindsight, I should have added here, but I was waiting for a retest to the highs to add. So, I covered the rest here, and I was all out on this. I didn't want to swing the short overnight. So I'm sad to say that I'm ending the week with red day on a Friday. Fridays are historically my worst trading days, and today is definitely one of those days where things didn't work out. No huge losses, but still traded 2 tickers and they were both red. The first loser on the day was Snapchat. I was just buying the dip on this. They had some positive news and multiple upgrades. But the thing with Snapchat is that it follows the market quite closely, and SPY was dumping right at the open after this overnight gap up pre-market. We just sold off at the open. So Snapchat did really similar things, and I was happy about my entry. I was really patient and waited for the sell-off to slow down, and I was waiting at these dip levels, right? If 1940s wasn't gonna hold, then I'm gonna wait for 1930s. And I got in on this entry. You could say that I should have sold for like 10 cents, but I was looking for a much bigger move and a much bigger retest to the highs, and we didn't get that, and I stopped out around the previous day's close with some slippage. So that's the first loser on the day. Lost about 10-11 cents per share. The next stock is TRIL. This one is just a continuation technical play from the previous 2 days. We were looking like we were starting to go parabolic on the daily. We've been up for 3 days and we're now on the 4th day straight, where we break above the pre-market highs today and previous day's highs, and that's when the stock was starting to squeeze. And I was thinking, if I long the dip, I can see a potential retest of the highs and $5, 550s on the daily, because the daily looks really nice. There's a lot of upside. So I'm really happy about my entry. Again, like I wasn't chasing, I was waiting for the dip. So I got in on this first major wash beneath VWAP. And you could say again, I should have sold for like 20 cents. But again, that wasn't the move I was looking for. That wasn't the plan. And so I got in around 447. I didn't sell anything around 468, and it just starts reversing, and I got stopped out here according to plan. And the stock is now dumping. This is why you always need to have a stop. Doesn't matter if you use market order stop like I do, I prefer that, or if you manually stop out, doesn't matter, you just have to follow your stop. So ending this Friday red, ending the day red, but I'm still up on the week. Again, I'm frustrated about losing today, but I'm happy about my executions. I followed my plan for entries and exits, and there's no FOMO, no over trading. Today's just not the day for me to make money. And also, I've been getting a lot of questions regarding the weekend watch list. You can sign up with the link in the video description. It's not that hard. It's on the top link. You just scroll down and click it. It takes 2 seconds. Once you are here, you put in your email, your name, and you have to submit and find your subscription confirmation in your own email. Once you confirm, then you'll get the email watch list. I usually send them out on Sunday evenings and give you some ideas and the market small cap sentiment in general. So JMIA and Solly were my top watch from last weekend, and those worked out really well, starting with a Monday breakout candle out of the consolidation range. Am I always right? Absolutely not. But I feel like all those ideas that I provide you some good risk reward. So if you're interested, you can sign up with the link below. The feedback I've been receiving from you guys and all my subscribers on these weekend watch lists have been extremely positive. So thank you guys for reading the emails and subscribing, and hope this helps. And have a good weekend.